Yeah.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. May I introduce myself? My name is Vipavi Phongkaew. I work at Boromarachanani College of Nursing, Nakhon Ratchasima. Today, I'm going to talk about my topic research. Siblings of children with cancer, psychosocial adjustment. This is the overview of my topic today. The first one is impact of child with cancer on family. The second is positive emotional effects. And next, negative emotional. And the last, I just want describe about healthcare professional and parents' role. First of all, I want to talk about impact of child with cancer on family. Now I will mention on parents. According to Elderford in 2010, reported that the majority of problem about parents' problem is stress because they can't solving suddenly problems and they feel guilty of their children. That's the reason why they are stressed. And their feelings of helplessness, powerlessness, and lack of control, then their anxiety and depression. Let's move on the siblings. Sibling is from the study of Barella in 2004, identified a couple of effects of sibling between positive and negative emotional that I will describe more detail later. So today I will focus on siblings, just only sibling. Positive emotional effects. From the study of Phupaiboon and Moonsa in 1999, they found that positive effects are highly, such as increases affective expression and care. They are expressed their sorrow about the illness children, and several of them show protection. Some siblings pray every night for the sick child to recover. In addition to their increased responsibility, for example, about personal hygiene, eating without assistance or parents, and so on. Moreover, siblings became more obedient. In Thai culture, it is expected that children will follow adults, especially parental directions. The children's performance in an obedient manner was admired by parents. Furthermore, healthy siblings were perceived to have matured more by their mother. They were more self-controlled and listened to the other people reasoning. On the other hand, about negative emotional effects, the potential negative emotional of siblings are more numerous problems than positive. For instance, loneliness, sadness, anger, jealousy, anxiety, and rejections. Similar to Hausecker in 2004 reported that siblings, especially more than 11 years old, had more symptoms of loneliness, insecurity, and impaired quality of life than younger. So turning next to the parents' role, parents should make time to listen one-on-one maintain roles and responsibility, and balance the need of children. So parents could be patient with yourself, your family, and treatment. It takes time to learn about cancer, treatment, and medical system. To adjust emotionally, such as sadness or don't cry before their children. To find the best way for your family to work together and support each other, and to accept the uncertainty. It means accept when your children dying. Now I would like to turn to healthcare professionals' role. Healthcare professional, as known as oncology team, they are consist of oncologists, nurses, and psychosocial staff. Should allowing or including siblings visits to hospital, for example, giving tour of the hospital ward, and explaining some procedure to sibling, like a lumbar puncture or bone marrow aspiration. And according to Murray in 1995 and Walker in 1992, suggests that medical staff might make them special, feel good, and don't abandon or ignore them, encouraging consistent discipline for all children, encouraging parents to spend time with their other children, and providing opportunities for siblings to ask questions of them and provide honest responses. To conclude, I'd like to emphasize that be aware of healthy children as special persons. Should include them in the assessment of family adaptation to cancer distress, and provide appropriate interventions to promote sibling psychosocial well-being. Thank you for your attention. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, it's interesting topic because in Thailand there are a lot of children who have cancer, and I would like to know what is the different impact of Thai country and Western country about the sibling cancer.
Oh, thank you for your question. From literature review, I found that from Western country have more behavioral problem, like aggressive and maybe this depression. But in Thai, quite few of problem. I think perhaps from our culture, there's older just look after their younger.
Okay, and I have some question. I want to ask you about your future research or your future study. What would you like to do in your future study?
I just plan to study for interventions, appropriate intervention for siblings, another disease like Down syndrome. Yes, like a Down syndrome or a disability disease, another disability.
Yes, this sibling.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
I must have this situation must be a dreadful situation for people to live through, and sometimes you think there can be nothing positive in this, but I liked the fact that you highlighted some positive emotional effects, and I was thinking that maybe the positive effects you would not notice until later, perhaps. I don't know, I'm just thinking when you're going through something it all seems bad, and then when you've come through the other side you might look back and think, well, the good thing about that was I learned so much, or we became closer as a family, or something like that. I'm just thinking on just on a a personal level without any research, but it would be very difficult for young children who were too young to understand what was going on, and yet they would realise that their parents were behaving differently, and so I think what you did here was good to highlight all the different emotions, the jealousy, and some of them would just become naughty, because they're not getting enough attention. Sorry, that wasn't even a question.
Thank you.